Hi, everybody, and welcome. Danielle Matthews here. I am so excited to have you on for another episode of real people having real results with this incredible redox signaling technology. I tell people all the time, I get paid in goosebumps with what I watch this do for people. And over the last nearly 8 years, I have been witnessing these molecules go into each person and do something different. And guys, breakthroughs always sound too good to be true. And if I just sat here and tried to explain to you all that I've seen, you'd say, yeah, Danielle, I'm sure. But that's why I wanted to bring you real faces, real people, real genuine souls that you can connect with and hear what it is that they've experienced with this. So today I have Travis and his beautiful mom, Jody, with us. So would you each take a moment to introduce yourselves? And Travis, why don't you go first?
That's right. Thank you so much, Danielle. So my name is Travis Hogue. I live in California, near my mom, on the central coast of California. I'm 53 years old right now, and I've been taking the ASEA molecules now for almost a year.
Nice. Nice. And Jody, you want to say hi to everybody?
Yes, I'm Jody. I'm Travis's mom, live in California, and I'm 74 years young and started using ASEA shortly after Travis introduced me to it almost a year ago.
Amazing.
And enjoyed the results.
I know it's been so fun because I got to meet you guys and I've watched over the last year all of this unfold, and I like wake up to messages from Travis going, you know, this just happened and that just happened. So I'm so happy to have you guys on here to share with everybody else. So let's start at the beginning. What is it that attracted you to this redox signaling technology? And again, Travis, we're going to have to start with you because I know it started with you and you immediately thought of your mom. So let's dive into that story.
Yeah, so I'm a really healthy guy. I have my health protocols in place. I wasn't looking for anything, but I had some blood work done, and the doctor was concerned with a vitamin deficiency that I had, and he said either you're not absorbing the vitamin or your vitamin sucks. So we're going to explore that. And so I had shared that on Facebook, and one of my friends, not in a complaining way, I was just sharing, hey, this is what happened to me today, you know. And my friend reached out to me and he said, hey man, you know, we're working with something that might help with vitamin absorption. We're having a Zoom call, you want to pop on? And I said, sure, yeah. He didn't tell me what it was, you know, he just said pop on there. And you were on that call, Danielle.
I was.
And so you guys were talking about these molecules that I'd never even heard of, and these molecules were having a profound healing effect, and not only in your life, although your experience was the one that blew my hair back the most. But the interesting thing, there was 3 other people on the call sharing their health challenges that they had overcome or they had improvement in, and everybody's was different.
Yeah.
And so that really lit me up, and I immediately thought, well, if that's working for those guys, what could it do for my mom? Now, my mom, I've been more focused on my mom's health than my mom has been. She'll be the first to tell you that. So I'm thinking I need to know more about these. And you provided some information that I could go research. And on a follow-up call with me, I was able to get my answers to really go forward with this for my wife and I to try it, see if it worked on us, and then to be able to share with mom, and that we did.
Nice. So Jody, share with us. So Travis reaches out. I don't know if he's someone, a lot of people say, you know what, my family's done listening to me because they tell me about every lotion, potion, shake that comes around. And so by the time Redox comes around, they're like, oh, not another thing. Now, were you open? Were you closed? What happened when Travis reached out about this to you?
Well, to be honest, I was like, oh no, you know, because he's always, he loves me so much and he cares so deeply. And I have a lot of issues. And so here we go again. And so to appease him, I said, okay, I can do this. It's a drink, you know. So he said, just pay attention to what's going on.
Uh-huh.
So I did that. One of the first things I noticed was I was having a really nice sleep and waking up feeling rested. And my sleep was tumultuous and a toss and turn and wake up and all of that. It happens when you're older.
Yep.
Anyway, that's the first thing I noticed. Then I noticed that my joint aches were going away because, that was part of my restful sleep. I wasn't waking up with that pain. And the third thing that just blew me away was I had a growth in my mouth. I still don't remember what it was, but it made eating painful. And any sharp items like potato chips or anything would scratch it and it would hurt. So all of a sudden that was gone. And I'd been to the dentist and the inside the mouth people, and they gave me medicine that was gross. Anyway, I just was drinking ASEA and it is still gone, which was major for me. Then another thing I noticed, I wasn't as hungry during the day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And so that helped me with my weight loss, which has been tremendous since I started taking ASEA. Not that that's the cause of it, but it's quite helpful.
Right.
And then I had arthritis, pain in my knees. I didn't know what it was. It was keeping me from sleeping, walking. It hurt like heck. I went to the doctor and he said I had arthritis or something similar and gave me a narcotic. Well, I didn't want to take that. So I just came home and I started applying ASEA to my knees like 5 times a day, 3 times in 5 minutes. And then I used another alternative like a CBD oil for the pain management. And in 4 days, no more pain, and that is not returned. Amazing. And I keep putting the ASEA on my knees to help whatever is bothering my knees to get better. And it's working. Same thing with a frozen shoulder. I had to do all this physical therapy and I started putting the gel on my shoulder, and in 5 days it was unfrozen. So for me, it's just like weekly miracles, things that I've noticed. And the other thing is I had something cut out of my face. There's a 2-inch scar there. And as soon as I could take the bandage off, I started putting the blue the serum on. And that scar, you can hardly see it. Amazing. It just, and the doctor was amazed when I went in for my checkup at how well that healed.
Yeah, no kidding.
So
I know it's so funny because Travis texts me like these updates, and I've heard about all these things as they've unfolded. I always tell people like redox goes to the area of most concern in your system first, and then it's like it goes down a checklist and it just starts hitting everything. So you're a year into this, and there's going to be more that's going to unfold over this next year. And it just like, it continues to get better. And guys, just so you know, Jody was talking about the topical Renew 28. This stuff you can localize where you get that alert call. And so she was putting it on her knee, putting it on her shoulder, putting it over, this place on her face. This stuff doesn't heal, doesn't cure, doesn't treat anything. What it does is it amplifies the call for help so that her body, your body, can then go and find where's the damage, what needs to be repaired. And it gets the communication network stronger, because as we age, it weakens. And so just with us on the call, we're kind of an interesting, like, how many years we are apart. Like I have more redox than each of you. It's just my tank is so full because I'm in my 30s, right? And then you have Travis, and then you, Jody. And so you're able to fill yours back up. You probably now have the same redox in your system that I do. So your body is internally starting to function like it did in your 30s. It's like incredible what that then ripples out and the effect that has, on your body. So thank you for coming on here to share. And Travis, you and Elizabeth started with it as well. I mean, you wanted to kind of test it for yourself. Is it safe for mom? Which obviously it got to her. So what happened with you two that made you so sure that you wanted to share it?
Oh yeah. Like mom, right in the beginning, within the first or week or two, better quality of sleep, waking up refreshed. But for us, we both have two jobs, and those jobs requires a lot of mental focus. And so what we noticed is in our jobs, our the daily moves, we were able to perform at a higher level. The mental focus was blowing our hair back. Both of us noticed this right away within the first 2 weeks. Within the month, we noticed that Elizabeth, she was having some, can I say it? Hot flashes. She was having,
Won't
and
tell her.
we had fans all over our house, right? And personal fans, little fans over here, fans in the bedroom, in the bathroom. We weren't using those fans anymore. I had fans in my truck, and we weren't using those. So that was a blessing, right? And then Elizabeth is really athletic. And so she's always taking me on these long hikes. And, and so after a 5 mile hike, I would need to rest. And, I would need to spend a couple of hours and just kind of recover from those hikes. And what I was noticing is now I'm doing these hikes and I'm not having a rest. I'm like, what is this? Can we extend out the hike? And so we tried some longer hikes, 7 mile hikes, and I'm not having to recover. And she's loving it. She's going to spin class. She's doing this. She's going swimming. She's so for her, the benefits of the redox molecules in her life, specifically the mental clarity and the athletic endurance and recovery.
Yeah.
For me, it was general wellness. I did have follow-up blood tests, and all of my vitamin levels are evened out. So I'm feeling great. Now, during this last bit of time, I've really enjoyed putting the renewed gel. It's my favorite thing to do on bruises and open wounds, because I cut myself all the time. And so I'll just, put it on, not one and done. I'm putting them on all the time. And my bruises go away. My cuts repair with an efficiency that this body, I don't remember my body ever recovering this way.
Yeah.
And so
I love that. I absolutely love that. And both of you mentioned something that I want to kind of just explain a little bit. So when you put the CBD on and you said you're supplementing with these vitamins, think about it as like these molecules are the construction workers coming to the job site to put everything into place, to take all the materials on the lawn and, put them into where they're supposed to go. So when you add in these other things, the right nutrition, the right other supplements that you're doing, it's going to make them more effective. Right. And so I love that both of you have felt that and experienced that. And with the couple moments that we have left, I would love for each of you to just share, why is it that you feel other people in your world deserve to know about this? And Jody, why don't you share? I know that you've shared it with a handful of your friends. Why is it that you've reached out and let them know that this is out there?
Well, because I've had such good experience with it. I've had things happen and that are healthy, and it's easy to do. It's the results are incredible.
Yeah.
And I just want them to have that experience like me.
Yeah. Amazing. It started with Travis's heart thinking about you, and now your heart thinking about them. And this is the gift that just, it keeps on giving to your own body, but also, you get to give it to others. And so it's so beautiful.
Right.
And Travis, what are your thoughts on that? Why is it, you have such a passion, such an enthusiasm for this. Why do you feel that the world deserves to know that this is out there?
After our own, if it was just our own results, I would be overjoyed and to the moon and want to share it. But after watching my mom, her transition from all of these health challenges that have come up throughout the year, or through the years. After witnessing that, I know for 100% it's real. This is real. Okay, so if that wasn't enough, I have been in this last year meeting a community of people that have also been using these molecules, some that had just started or some that have been taking it for, over 10 years, that have blossomed. I actually played volleyball on the beach with a guy that repaired damaged lungs with nebulizing the liquid version of these molecules. And he's like 10 years older than me. And he said, Travis, I couldn't even make it to my mailbox from my living room chair without having to stop 10 times. And I'm out here playing volleyball on a beach with this guy, right? The people that I've met that have had positive effects on their health just blow my hair back. And it makes me want to just scream from the rooftops that this technology is available to you and you and you. and I want you to know about it. And if you don't want to try it, that's fine. You'll probably want to try it later. Instead of having an intervention to a health challenge, I would say, hey, let's prepare. Let's put more workers on the job site and not have it get to that intervention stage. Let's be in the preventative stage.
Well said.
Right, right.
I thank you both for your time today. Thank you for coming on. Guys, if you're listening to this,
Thank you.
reach out. Jody, Travis, they're happy to help you learn more, to help you connect in with this. Underneath the description, you're going to see a link where you can learn more from the doctor that we all work with, Dr. David Silverman, explaining this and going into depth about how this works in your body, as well as a link that you can join. You can start your journey with this. And we cannot wait for you to be the next success story. And we're so grateful that you took the time to watch this. Thank you both again for being here, and have a beautiful day.
Thank you, Danielle.
Thank you. Thank you.